Welcome to the 22 Lions Podcast, your daily blueprint for writing, publishing, and profiting from books. Today, we dive into Price Experiments That Sell, a 5-step AI-guided pricing test you can run across KDP, KU, and wide platforms to find the price that actually maximizes your revenue and reads. If you have at least one live book, this episode is built for immediate action.
Hook. Most authors pick a price once, then forget it. The result? Weak conversions, missed KU reads, and months, sometimes years of lost revenue. I've seen books priced too low that sabotage perceived value, and books priced too high that never get enough page reads to earn back the list price. This episode shows a low-risk experiment to systematically discover the sweet spot, not by guesswork, but by small, measurable tests.
Promise. In the next 8 minutes, you'll get a concise pricing primer, the exact 5-step experimental setup, a real case with numbers that moved the needle, and a 1-page checklist to start a live test in 30 days. Here's the core idea. Pricing is an experimental lever, like cover or description. When you treat it that way and use lightweight AI to guide choices, small changes compound into durable revenue gains.
Section 1. Pricing Primer and the 5-step overview. First, the primer. 3 concepts every author needs. 1. Elastic demand. Price affects conversion. Lower price usually increases unit sales, but reduces per-sale revenue. Higher price can raise per-sale revenue, but cut sales. 2. Discoverability and algorithmic signals. Price changes can influence buy box behavior, positioning in category lists, and KU read-through if readers keep a book longer. 3. Signal versus noise. Short-term rank moves happen. Design tests to isolate signal. Now the 5-step experiment at a glance. 1. Define customer segments and control groups. 2. Choose candidate prices. 3. Use a lightweight AI model to predict elasticity and prioritize tests. 4. Run staggered live tests across channels and time windows. 5. Measure revenue, conversion, and KU signals and decide.
Let's break this down. Step 1. Define segments. Don't test your whole catalog at once. Separate samples, a control group of titles you won't change, a treatment group of 1 to 3 similar books, same genre, price range, length, and a promotional segment if you plan ads. Step 2. Pick candidate prices. Choose 3 reasonable points. For mass market nonfiction, I typically test 0.99, 2.99, and 4.99. For mid-priced business books, I might test 2.99, 4.99, 6.99. The idea is a low, medium, and high anchor. Step 3. Run a quick AI elasticity check. Feed historical sales, price, and ad spend into a simple regression or a lightweight model and get elasticity estimates for each title. Use that to rank which titles to test first.
A few notes on the AI check. You don't need a black box model. Even a linear regression that predicts percentage change in units sold per 10% price change gives a directional estimate. Use the model to avoid obvious losers and prioritize titles where predicted lift is highest. Step 4 is operational. Run staggered live tests. Time box each price window. I recommend 7 to 14 days per price point, with identical promo and ad settings if you're running ads. Stagger windows so algorithmic noise is less likely to overlap across your control and treatment groups.
Step 5. Measure precisely. Track 3 KPIs, net revenue per day, accounting for fees and KU per page payouts, conversion rate from impressions to sales, and KU read-through percentage or pages per borrow for KU titles. Keep a control group steady so you can see platform-wide trends. If net revenue and conversion both improve at a price point, you've found the winner. If revenue rises but KU reads drop, you may need a hybrid strategy, different prices on KDP versus wide channels.
Section 2. Case Study and Immediate Action Checklist. Here's a short real-world example. A nonfiction author we worked with had a $2.99 title, averaging $35 per day net revenue. We defined control versus treatment and tested $0.99, $2.99, and $4.99. AI predicted the title was elastic enough that a low price might increase volume and a high price risked conversion loss. The live test showed $0.99 increased units by 220%, but net revenue only rose 35% because per sale revenue fell. $4.99 cut units by 45%, but net revenue improved slightly for a short window because of perceived value. The long-term winner for that title was $2.99 with a focused ad push. It balanced conversion and per sale value and improved KU retention. The lesson: raw unit spikes don't equal long-term revenue wins.
Immediate action checklist. Exactly what to configure today. 1. Export 90 days of sales, price, ad spend, and KU pages from KDP in your retailer dashboards. 2. Build or download a simple tracking sheet with columns for date, price, units, net revenue, impressions, conversions, and KU pages. 3. Choose 3 candidate prices and your control titles. 4. Run the AI elasticity check. We use a 2-variable regression and a quick L1 regularized model to avoid overfitting. 5. Schedule your first staggered windows, 10 days each, 2-day buffer between changes, identical ad settings. You can start collecting meaningful signal in 30 days.
Section 3. Risks, mitigations, and decision rules. Risk 1. Rank volatility. Small price changes can shift category rank. Mitigate by staggering tests and keeping one control untouched. Risk 2. Algorithmic noise. Platforms change daily. Mitigate with repeated windows and holdout controls. Risk 3. Misreading short-term spikes. Don't declare a winner after 3 days. Use your statistical threshold and require consistent improvement in at least 2 KPIs. Decision rules I recommend: a price wins if net revenue per day increases by at least 10% and conversion or KU read metrics do not degrade by more than 5% over 2 consecutive windows.
A final operational tip. When you roll a winning price, test it across channels in a controlled way. For KU titles, you might keep the KDP price that optimizes KU pages and set a different white price on retailers. If you need help building the spreadsheet or running the elasticity model, that's a high-value, low-friction task for publishing services team. And it's exactly the kind of audit we do at 22 Lions.
CTA. If you want a custom pricing audit, send a request to 22 Lions Publishing Services for a focused pricing experiment package. We'll audit up to 3 titles, run the AI elasticity check, and deliver a 30-day test plan with the tracking sheet ready to go. Start with 1 title, run the test, and scale to the rest of your catalog when you have a repeatable win. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion. That's your step-by-step system for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. Tune in tomorrow for another tactical episode from the 22 Lions podcast. Your book is an asset, not a hobby. Publish once, profit forever.